All right, man. Let's talk about the divisional round of the playoffs game between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We seen them already this season, got the win 20-6, but you throw everything out. That was then. This is now. Um, another home playoff game. If you didn't know, the Green Bay Packers did us a solid. Um, and what you got to understand is everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, we lost to Green Bay on Thanksgiving. It was a blessing in disguise because without that, Green Bay don't get in the playoffs. You think Seattle can go to Dallas and win? Maybe so. Maybe Dallas was just meant for them to lose. And without that, we got robbed. We straight up got jacked, straight jacking. We got jacked by Dallas. And everything played out the way it was, it played out still good for the Lions. They were mentally prepared to go to Dallas. You heard what Aiden Hutchinson said after the game. And that's what they wanted to go do. They was motivated and didn't have to do it. Green Bay handled business. Now you host another playoff game. Now, have you been this one? When you host another one, 0% chance Green Bay go up to San Francisco and win. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, not gonna happen. No offense to them. And I picked Green Bay to win last week. Check my other channel out, Goodfella TV. Check out the NFL playlist. I picked it. My predictions will be up today at 4:30 out here for the divisional round. But nonetheless, good football team. Thing about the Bucks, what the Lions do well, the Bucks do well. We like to run the ball. They like to stop the run. They kind of a mixture of Dallas. And what I mean by that is they can stop the run, but they also got fast linebackers that's a little bit undersized though. But they got girth to stop the run. You see, they stopped the tush push. Even though we don't run the tush push, but they stopped it. So yeah, good football team. But the weakness lies in their secondary. How do they mask it? The same way Aaron Glenn been masking the Detroit secondary. They blitz. And last week with Philadelphia, they offensive coordinator. That's what he chose to do. He chose to He chose to not leave nobody in the block. He spread the formation out. He put everybody on the 5-man route. Didn't leave nobody to block, and they got killed. But luckily for the Lions, they seen this blitz before. Excuse me. They seen this blitz before. They seen how exotic Todd Bowles can get. Now I root for Todd Bowles, but not this week. They seen how exotic he can get. So you able to see it. You've seen it already. You could pick. You know what you got to do. And the thing about the blitz, if you can run through against the blitz, if you get past that first line of defense, it's pay dirt. And it never seems to amaze me how arrogant Lions fans can get after victories. It's no time to get arrogant. Tampa Bay is a good football team. No matter how you feel about the Eagles, defensively, they're pretty good. Offensively, Baker been good. You know? You know? You know? You know? So this is not to be taken lightly. Tampa Bay said they on a revenge tour. So they on a revenge tour. They got Philadelphia from early this year, and they coming to get us. We beat them in their house. They coming to get us. So Um, but they possess some issues. Goff struggle with pressure. I mean, is there some things that the Lions can do differently against pressure? Yeah, Goff ain't the greatest guy that can move without the football. But I think if you plan, getting him on the boot and rolling him out a little bit, I think, maybe on some comfortable rollouts, on some design rollouts, he'll be a little bit more comfortable moving that pocket. That's what I think. He might be a little bit more comfortable getting them on the boot a little bit more, moving the pocket a little bit more. But both teams got a great idea of what they want to do. They gonna blitz you until the cows come home. So how you gonna deal with that? You got quick hitters. You can leave people in the block to pick up the 5, to pick up the 6 that they send sometimes. Like I said, you could roll him out on the boot. You can move the pocket. I know Goff ain't the most athletic guy in the world. But what you hoping, if you can pick up that blitz and Goff can stand in the Lions' mouth, the Lions' den, he can make those plays down the field and get those chunk plays. I mean, even in versus those blitz, you can come in heavy. You literally can come in heavy. They don't know who blocking and who releasing, who staying in the block or not. So I mean, you can get all types of creative versus the blitz. But the thing about it is, you got to know who coming and who not coming, who coming and who going. That's the $1 million question. When they bail, you can't be looking to get the ball out too quick. And when they designing it, this is why play action becomes so vital. And you have to consistently run the football. Because when they showing pressure, you run the football and they bail, that's yardage right there. Or they stop the run, so then you start play action, and now they gotta bite the run. They bite, now you going over their head. So you gotta have a balance. Just because they good at stopping the run, don't mean you can't, don't mean you don't stop the run. And they kind of got the best of both worlds as well too. Is whereas they can they got good space eaters in the middle. They stop the run. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they got fast linebackers that can flow to the football. So they pretty much got the best of both worlds. But the plan for Tampa Bay, real quick, they got to establish some type of run game and get the white guy involved and establish some type of run game, in my opinion. That's what I say. They got to establish some type of run game, get them involved in the flats, get them going, hit Mike Evans deep. I think they need to really attack Godwin across the middle. I think that's something that they should do. That Otto guy had a big game, the tight end. He had a big game. So I mean, the Eagles gave him the tight end last week, took away Mike Evans. He dropped the ball, whatever. But for the most part, Lions, it's gotta not let Mike Evans get behind them. That's mission number one. Don't let Mike Evans get behind him. And when these guys catch the ball, like Chris Godwin over the middle, exactly how they hit Nakua and they was hitting Cooper Kupp, you gotta make them pay. You gotta hit them and make them pay. If you ain't gonna be good in coverage, at least be good. And when they catch the ball, they feel your physicality. At least they gonna feel you physically. So at least physically, you gonna make your presence felt. But yeah, for Tampa, establish a run, hit White in the backfield, attack, Godwin on the tight end, inside the hashes and outside in the intermediate, and you look to get Mike Evans down the field. Defensively, what you look to do is continue to make Goff move off the spot. When he don't want to move off the spot, when he's sitting in the Lions den, you take legal shots at him. You take the legal shots at him. That's the game plan. You take the legal shots at him. So, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Cream them when you can. But obviously, you see the line is 6.5. I like Tampa to cover that. I think it'll be closer than that. It's a playoff game. We got a 62.5% chance, 37.5%. I don't read much into that. Baker had a fantastic year, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,044 yards. You see what Goff did. 4,575 yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 NETs. White was just under 1,000 yards. Montgomery hit 1,015 on significantly less carries with 13 touchdowns. Mike Evans, 1,255 this year, 13 TDs. Another 1,000-yard season, 79 catches. Amon Ra, 1,515 yards, 10 TDs. The injury report, Jerry Jacobs, IR, James Mitchell, IR. Got hurt in practice. Cleve Raymond, questionable. We missed him last week. The Bucs seem to be fully healthy. They won 4 of their last 5. I think 4 of their last 5 was all divisional opponents too, or something like that, or 6 of their last 4 or something like that. But we 4 in our last 5. Probably should have won that Dallas game, but for the most part, it all worked out, the balance. And for the Lions to get the dub, and I'll talk about the over and under. The money, I don't bet against or with the Lions. I just do same game parlay. I bet the yards, receptions, and TDs and something like that. I like Tampa to cover that. I like the over to probably be, I think they're going to hit under the over. You know what? I think it'd be under the over, to be honest. I think they'd be under that over. My humble opinion on that. So yeah, they'd be under the over. It's on NBC, but for the Lions to win the game, they have to establish the run. And I think they got to get Jahmyr Gibbs going north and south, off tackle a little bit. Dave Montgomery. I think they need to run the ball, play action, slow that blitz down. Goff got to get that ball out hot. I think Jahmyr Gibbs and Dave Montgomery in the flats is going to be big. I think Sam Laporta, he was injured going into the last game. He pretty much banged up going this game. I think he got to be a big factor in this game as well too. Being a hot St. Brown, he gonna find the holes in the slot. He gonna be the hot. But I think the unsung hero of this game has got to be Jared Goff. How he deal with the pressure in the blitz, how he audible pick it up, how him and Ben Johnson do against that blitz. But I also think the unsung hero is going to have to be Jamison Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Josh Reynolds. What they do on those one-on-ones on the outside. They gotta be able to win those one-on-one battles on the outside. They're gonna get a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of single high when you blitz, and I think they're gonna be very important. Laporta and Amon Ra, when they blitz, they're gonna be shading on the inside. They're gonna try to bracket and take those guys away. They're gonna put their best cover guy on Laporta. They're gonna put their best. They're gonna try to do their best to probably bracket or take away Amon Ra, St. Brown. But with Khalif Raymond, Peoples-Jones, Williams, and Reynolds doing the outside, they're going to be vital to the chunk plays that they get one-on-one. They got to win one-on-ones, and Goff got to buy time to get those them passes off to them. So, but yeah, and I think the back's going to be critical. And then defensively, you don't want to let them. You want to stop the run. Baker beat up. You want to beat Baker up. You don't want to let Baker get enough time to throw the ball down the field. You got to get pressure. They can manufacture pressure with 4. That'd be great. So that's just the thing. Stop Baker. Don't let Mac Williams get behind you. When the tight ends and the White and Goodwin, they catch the ball, hit them, make them pay. But I like the Lions 24-20 in this game, 24-20 in this game. So I like them to win. But check out Detroit Lions prediction playlist, 24-20. Hit the link tree. I think it'll be more competitive. I think the Bucs playing with house money, not too much pressure on them. I think they got a really, really good defense. They ever got some good cornerbacks over there. I think probably be one of the better defenses in the league. So they've seen us before. We've seen them before. But yeah, hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, Detroit Lions prediction playlist. Peace.